What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. Hope everybody's doing well out there on this Friday morning. I'm doing pretty good myself. I come across a story right here that happened in Louisiana about a couple of weeks ago. It's about this brother that corrected his son, I guess, with the wrong choice of words. Now, there's been many times that, like, when we were coming up as children, our fathers, our mothers may have said something in public that may have not set right, with some other passerbys that may have heard him say something, or whatever, a little cuss word or something like that. But guess what? A cop, a policeman seemed to have heard whatever this brother said to his son, in a Walmart parking lot, while going in the store. Let's check this video out and then we'll get into the story.
Kevin Mitchell and his wife Jordan said they never thought a trip to Walmart to buy some asparagus would turn into this.
Man, you can't tell me how to talk to my kids. I can tell you how to
Mitchell arrested, and he said it's all because he cussed at his son.
You can hear me telling him, man, you can't tell me how to talk to my children. He kept saying, you can't curse in Slidell, you can't do this in Slidell. And I just told him, man, what you gonna do? And he arrested me.
This all happened at the Walmart neighborhood market in Slidell on February 21st. Mitchell said he cussed at his son while he was opening the car door because he almost hit the car door next to him. That car was the officer's.
That's when the officer let his window down and said, oh, you can't be cursing like that. I said, sir, I'm talking to my children. And he just kept on saying, well, you can't curse like that in Slidell. I said, sir, I'm talking to my children.
Mitchell said he then went inside the store, and on his way out, several officers were waiting. And then this happened.
It's just outrageous about how the way he reacted about the whole situation. I feel like, if anything, if I said something wrong, you approach me as a man.
His wife Jordan was there too.
My husband is a great father, and he's been there since day one. He worked very hard. He gets up at 4 o'clock every morning to take care of us. He goes to everything that my kids have, anything that my sons have. He's a great father.
Slidell police sent this statement from the chief stating there was more than enough probable cause to arrest him. He was booked with disturbing the peace, obscene language. State law says, quote, that means addressing any offensive, derisive, or annoying words to any other person who is lawfully in any street or any public place, end quote. Regardless, Mitchell said he felt like the officer was wrong and should be punished.
A policeman like that shouldn't have a badge. I feel like a policeman like that shouldn't work in the city of Slidell.
Now, far as I'm concerned, that was a violation of that man's civil rights all the way around. You see, because this is the deal. That cop didn't give a damn about what that man might have said to his son. He used that as an excuse to arrest that black man right there. See, I'm going to tell you something. They hate to see black men involved with their children. Being in the child's life like a black man's supposed to be, taking care of his wife and his children the way he's supposed to do. Because they hate to see the black family structure. You see, what they do like to see, though, is when the father's not around, to where the mother and the child is easy, pickings. Other words, they can do whatever the fuck they want to do whenever they feel like doing it. Because there's no protector there. You see, the thing about it also is like when, okay, they would get at you about how you talk to your children or may chastise your child in an appropriate way, okay? I don't see anything this man might have said, that was inappropriate. He just wanted to use it as an excuse. But they would try to, want to lock you up or whatever for doing this. But when they actually, come across one of your children running out in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Well, if they so much as jaywalk, they might get out a police car, beat them up, might shoot them or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So it's often better to come up under the hand of a father that happens to love his child, you know what I mean, and to set him straight. Sometimes, like I said, plenty of times when I was a kid, my father might have said some things like that to me, like, oh, boy, watch what the fuck you doing, or some shit like that. You know what I mean? And it wasn't nothing wrong with that. No more than if a mother had to address a child like, in a certain way, with cuss words. How many times do y'all think that this lousy, dough-face ass cop and cuss people out and use these same kind of words or whatever for the same reason why he's arresting this man right here. This motherfucker's a hypocrite. Let's get into this story. As we know, it says Louisiana father says police arrested him for cursing at his son. Kevin Mitchell was charged with using obscene language and disturbing the peace. Police said he was arrested for cursing in public, not disciplining his son. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. How many times I bet that cop himself has actually cursed in public? That's a bullshit ass law. And I really do think that it's an abuse of power and charges should be dropped, you know. But it says here, as we know, it says a Louisiana father accused a police officer of taunting him and then arresting him because he cursed at his 4-year-old son. Kevin Mitchell of Slidell, just north of New Orleans, told NBC News in a phone interview Wednesday that he, his wife, and their 5 children were at their local Walmart around 7 p.m. on February 21st when he got into an altercation with Slidell Police Captain Kevin Swan in the parking lot. Mitchell and his family recorded the incident on their cell phone and posted the video on Facebook. The altercation began when Mitchell's family pulled into a parking lot spot next to a truck outside of the Walmart neighborhood market. Mitchell said his son opened the door, or car door, to get out and almost hit the truck. I told my son, don't be doing that fucking shit. That's what it's translating to. He told NBC. Mitchell said Swan was in the truck and told him that he couldn't curse at the child and not, to use profanity in public. The married father of 5 said he told Swan he could not tell him how to talk to his child. Things quickly escalated. And see, when it escalated, now, you know, as this bastard wearing a badge, naturally, he wasn't going to take that man on by himself. That's why Mitchell went on ahead and went in the store, but when he came out, he had a gang with him. With badges. See, that's how these cowardly motherfuckers get down. But one day, that shit ain't gonna matter. None of that's gonna matter right there, you know. There was nothing wrong with what Mitchell told his son. You know, there was nothing wrong. Like, don't be doing that fucking shit. Watch what you're doing, boy. Or something like that. There's nothing wrong with that. But to continue, things quickly escalated. One video shows Mitchell cussing at Swan as he leads his children inside the store. Call who the fuck you want to call. You better get the fuck on. You better get the fuck on, bitch. You got me fucked up. These my motherfucking kids. Mitchell says at one point calling the officer the N-word. Well, he is. Like I said, niggas come in all shapes, size, and colors. You know what I mean? And all races too, you know. Swan responds by making a comment about a great country. A second video shows Mitchell and his family leaving Walmart. When he walks outside, Swan and several other officers arrest him after Mitchell and Swan exchange words. He was booked on using obscene language and disturbing the peace. Mitchell was released from jail after posting his bond. That's some bullshit if I ain't never heard any, you know. See, they'll use any excuse. And like I said, he want to talk all this shit about cussing at the boy, you know, at his own, at his own son, disciplining his own son, and just that way right there, you know. But see, if he can get his hands on Mitchell's son, he'll kill him. He'll beat him. He'll beat him. He'll do whatever he want to do with him, and tell a lie and say, well, he was resisting or what have you. See, this is the kind of bullshit I'm saying. This can't keep standing like this, man. You know. But to continue, the father told NBC News that the video don't tell the full story of what happened and accused Swan of taunting him. The officer was already on 100%. Mitchell said, I kept telling him, dude, you're picking with me. And he kept telling me what I can't do in Slidell. He added, if he thought what I said to my son was disrespectful, He should have came to me as a man. Well, he's not a man. He's not going to do that anyway. It wasn't really no reason for him to come to you at all. And shit, for all that go, hell, he might be shit a child molester. You know, them old kind of act like that. Shh, they better check his computer. They probably find all kinds of child porn. Them type, yeah. Them so-called police officers stand up pillars of the community. Check them all out. You'll see, y'all. I'm telling you, if you ever seen any damn dirt swept under the carpet, you'll find a lot if you really looked into their lives. I tell you, but to continue, if you're respectful to me, I'm going to be respectful back. But he came off disrespectful. Yeah. But to continue, Mitchell said the encounter with Swan was embarrassing and left his children upset on Thursday. He filed a formal complaint against Swan with the Slidell Police Department. He said he believes Swan should be fired for his handling of this situation. I feel like officers are here to diffuse the situation, Mitchell said. This officer, he saw gas and lit a match, and that was his motive from the jump. Yeah, that's what it was. He wanted to piss you off with that, well, I'm white and I say so shit. You know, that's what it was all about. It was all about controlling a black man. See? But no, if you really want to do that, come as a man if you can be. You know, take the badge and the gun off. You know, disassociate yourself with the government. And then step up and see what happened then. You be quiet as a church mouse. You're not going to do that. See, cops like Mitchell, this is what's basically on your police forces. Low lifes like that. See? The Slidell Police Department did not return multiple calls and emails for comment. Chief Randy Fandel said in a statement to NBC affiliate WDSU in New Orleans that officers acted appropriately and had more than enough probable cause to arrest Mr. Mitchell. We will do a full investigation into this matter by gathering all of the facts in order to determine if there were any policy violations committed by my officer, Fandel said, adding that Mitchell was not arrested for disciplining his child, not in retaliation to the particular incident, but in general. If someone is repeatedly yelling extreme profanities and racial slurs at a public place like Walmart and refuses to calm down and continues to carry on, causing alarm and distress to innocent bystanders, yes, they will be arrested, Fandel said in his statement. Mitchell said he's not going to apologize for cursing at Swan, but did apologize to his son for how he talked to him. WDSU reported that his next court date is May 4th, and he is calling for the charges against him to be dropped. I think they should be dropped. I think that there should never been no charges in the first place, simply because this officer, how many times, if you follow that bastard around, you'll see how much shit he cussing and doing all kinds of shit. This Swan dude, you know what I mean? He probably, I bet if he got a wife, you know what I mean? His wife come for shit, she probably be talking about he gets drunk and he beats us and every damn thing else, you know? Like I said, this is what I'm talking about, the double standards and the hypocrisy. It shit needs to stop. That cop did that shit to bait that brother right there. That's what he did it for. See, because he never would have came at him like that if he had a badge and gun. He knew the outcome when he pissed that man off. See, he knew the outcome. Why did he wait to go and radio for backup like they do so much? This ain't right. Maybe the citizens should start getting together and start radioing for backup for rogue ass policemen. What about that? See, people need to start policing the police maybe. Because there's too many fucking crooks on the police force. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation right here. I'm interested in hearing y'all thoughts on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please remember, people, to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. And this is James, and I'm out. Peace.